I bought more MSTR stock before Bitcoin explodes. So we're going to talk about why I ended up smashing the buy button on MSTR. That's strategy stock, guys. They're the largest corporate holder of Bitcoin in the world. As of now, they have about 639,000 Bitcoin on their balance sheet, and they're acquiring on average about 342 Bitcoin per day. So we're going to talk about why I'm so bullish on MSTR stock very quickly, even though the stock is only up like 11% this year, right? A lot of other stocks out there have started running Tesla, Oracle, Nvidia. Okay, so a lot of people are chasing the AI plays. We're just going to quickly go over why I added more MSTR stock to my position. Okay, the main reason is that man, Bitcoin's about to explode. So what the institutions have been doing with crypto in general is hilarious. It's kind of like this dual effect where all the institutions are all of the Bitcoin treasury companies, governments, right? Even Trump's, Bitcoin strategic reserve. It seems like all of Bitcoin is moving to the stronger hands, more so the millionaires and the billionaires. And the original OGs, like the retail guys like us who originally got into Bitcoin, we're mostly selling it. So the reason why I bought MSTR was because I just felt like it was underpriced and undervalued. Each MSTR share is about 200,000 Satoshis, and the Bitcoin yield so far is 26%, right? So the MNAV is currently about 1.3. And I just felt like, when MSTR's MNAV kind of approaches 1, I just feel like you're going to make more money buying MSTR stock than you would underlying Bitcoin. And the reason why I like it is because I also think there's a potential short squeeze brewing. And Bitcoin's about to run, guys. So Bitcoin, historically, October is the best performing month. And this October is going to be different because there's a couple of catalysts coming on. We have another potential interest rate cut coming in October. But we've also had so much pessimism in crypto, right? I mean, literally, October's in 6 days as of uploading this video from now. And I've never really seen people so upset and so distraught and upset about the way crypto's going. Guys, crypto is seasonal, it's cyclical. We're entering the best part of the year. So, like I said, I've seen this before with MSTR. Okay, to quickly tell you guys one of my horror stories holding the stock. I ended up panic selling a bunch of shares back in September 2023 to gamble on like some AMC options. And this was in September, right before October. And to my horror, I watched MSTR stock absolutely fly in the second half of October and in November. So this is really important because I think a lot of people assume that the Bitcoin treasury companies are done. The hype is over, right? When everyone starts buying Bitcoin, there's no opportunities. And that's not true, okay, guys? Just recently, okay, very interesting. Strive, okay, Strive Inc., ticker symbol ASST. I made a video earlier about that. You can grab the link in the description below to check out that video. I think that stock went way over $20. But they recently acquired Similar Scientific, okay? They bought it at a premium, right? The stock was currently like trading around like $30. They ended up paying around $80 per share. This is extremely bullish. So there's consolidation in the Bitcoin treasury space. So what this means is that in the next bear market, a lot of these Bitcoin treasury companies aren't going to survive. Why is that? Because a lot of them, their balance sheets have too much debt. Okay, sometimes the stock is trading below the Bitcoin MNAV, which means that if they were to sell stock and buy Bitcoin, they'd be losing money, right? Because the MNAV, the stock, the market cap of the stock is trading below the underlying Bitcoin holdings. So a lot of these companies, especially the smaller players, right? There's like over 180 companies with Bitcoin on their balance sheet, and I would probably guess maybe like 25% of those companies won't survive the 2026 bear market. So that's why I put my money into MSTR. I felt like since they have the most Bitcoin holdings, they have the best chance of surviving. Also, they have a strategic front movers advantage, right? They're the dominant force in the space. To me, they're like the Amazon of finance. Okay, that's kind of an interesting way to think about MSTR. And right now, it's currently trading at about $330. My price target for the end of the year is $750, and I do believe that the top can blow off to over $1,000 on a massive short squeeze. And then I think Michael Saylor will probably issue shares to buy more Bitcoin and kind of quell the pump. But guys, the shorts is about an 8% short interest on this stock. The short position is it's pretty large. Okay, guys, it's billions and billions of dollars are betting against Bitcoin, because when you bet against MSTR, you're betting against Bitcoin. So what I think is going to happen, like I said, guys, is not financial advice, but I do believe MSTR is going to start pumping aggressively in the next couple of days, maybe literally within a day or two. Okay, I'm expecting a pretty big pump, but it's going to move differently from Bitcoin. So historically, Bitcoin moves up in the second half of up to October, but MSTR trades differently, guys. Okay, I don't know how this is possible, but over the last 5 Octobers, MSTR's performance has increased each October. Let me say it again. MSTR's October performance has improved or ascended each previous October. So to explain to you guys, in October 2020, MSTR was up 10%. Okay. And then in October in 2021, it was up even more. Okay. It was up 23%. And then in October 2022, it was up 26%. October 2023 was up 28%. In October 2024 last year, MSTR was up 45% in October. So what we're seeing is that as the company acquires more Bitcoin, the seasonal performance gets more intensified. It gets magnified. So I'm guessing for like a 46% breakout for MSTR in October. I'm guessing around like a $500 price range at the end of October. At the end of November, I'm guessing around something like 750. And then in December, there's another big catalyst, which is the S&P 500 rebalance. So in September, MSTR didn't make it. Okay, they didn't make it. I believe Coinbase made it. Not Coinbase. Robinhood made it over them. Okay, Robinhood made it over them, and one other company, but they didn't make it. So a lot of people are thinking, well, will MSTR make the S&P 500? Well, Tesla did make it their first attempt, and a lot of other companies have it as well. But Bitcoin is going to run like it always does in the best performing time of the year, and I expect MSTR to probably have a market cap of like 150 or 200 billion plus market cap. Right now, the market cap's only like 90 or 95 billion. So I don't think the S&P 500 committee can afford to not put them in the S&P with over 200 billion market cap. Their profits are going to be absurd this year. Okay, the company is already has a year-to-date Bitcoin gain of $13 billion in profits. I don't think the S&P 500 committee is going to leave them out in December. So the price could potentially, after 750 in December, after December 5th, once it's if it's included in the rebalance, then it'll be added to the S&P 500 later in December, probably like around the 19th, 20th, something like that. So there could be an additional run-up in addition to Bitcoin's run-up when the S&P 500 inclusion. Not to mention another potential interest rate cut in December. You guys get my drift. So there's just so much bullish momentum, and the sentiment for MSTR is too negative. I couldn't help myself, so I bought some shares. I'm going to be accumulating and taking profits. Like I said, this bull run, I'm going to be taking profits into Bitcoin with my derivatives, my perpetuals that I'm buying, and for my shares, I'm going to be trading MSTR call options, taking those profits, reinvesting in MSTR shares. So like I said, guys, I just wanted to make this quick video update. I think MSTR is way undervalued. For you guys out there that have Bitcoin, that's great, but MSTR is probably the best Bitcoin treasury company in my opinion. It's better than MetaPlanet, Mara. It's better than 21. It's better than Bullish. It's better than Strive. It's better than all these companies. And if you guys are looking to dabble, this is not financial advice, but you guys are looking to dabble into some Bitcoin crypto type stocks, I think MSTR is undervalued. I think you could potentially double your money over the next 3 months at least. So that's just my guess. Like I said, you guys do your own research. So I'll be sure to give you guys more updates on MSTR, tell you guys how my position is going. If you guys enjoy my content, please smash the subscribe button and give this video a like as well. So let me know what you guys think. What do you think? Is MSTR undervalued, or do you think it's going to just keep crashing? It'd be interesting to hear what you guys have to say. So that's it until the next video, guys. Take care.